Hi, and welcome to this quick video where I'm going to show you how to format your Power BI reports. So the first thing I like to do is change the background from its default white background. So I'm going to go over here to Visualizations and hit the Format tab. And in there, I can click down on the page background. And for this one, I'm just going to go with the neutral white, so a little off-white. And we need to change the transparency to 0. Okay, and so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a text box, and I'm going to pull this up a little bit, and I'm going to pull it across the entire screen. I'm going to change the background on this to a dark blue. And what this does is it will enable you to give some nice 3D look to your visuals. And so now that I have the background formatted, I'm going to want to go up to View, and I like to view my grid lines. And what the grid lines do is it just helps you format your visuals a little bit better. So actually, I'm going to drag this down a little more. Okay, perfect. And so the way you want to format your visuals is you want to put the most important visuals up here to the left, and then the second most important over here to the right, and then the third most important on this bottom left, and then the least important on the bottom right. So it's kind of mirrors how people usually read from left to right. So the first visual I'm going to want to do is a card. And it's important to call out that you generally want your visuals to be tailored towards your audience. So for this exercise, I'm just going to assume that it's a mixture of sales and operations folk. So probably the most important thing to both categories of people is profit. So how much are we making? So I'm going to drag in our profit here. And I'm going to change the background to an even more off-white. And actually, I probably want to change this background to just a darker shade. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we have our profit up here at the top left. I'm going to copy and paste this. Just drag it over. And for this card, I'm going to want it to add in how many business days does it take on average for us to fill an order. Okay, perfect. And now I'm going to move on to the second most important visual, and we're going to use a line chart. And for this line chart, I'm going to put in the order date, and we're going to say quantity. So how much did we sell for each date? I'm going to visualize that. I'm going to format this. So I'm going to change the background. Where is it? Okay. I'm going to change the background to this off-white to mirror that. And I'll probably want to change the color here, but I'll do that in a later video. So for right now, that looks good. And so the next visual that we probably want to see is the breakdown of what we're selling. So I'm going to drag that a little bit down. And so what I'm going to do is drag in from order details the category into the legend, and then the quantity into values. And as you can see, we're selling mostly clothing products, and then electronics, and then furniture. So I'm going to change the background to match the other visuals. Great. And so the next thing that I'm going to want to add in is a stacked bar chart. And let's break this down by the month, year, and let's see, in the category sold. I'm going to change the background here. As you can see, the x-axis isn't ordered by the date. So I'm going to want to sort axis by month year. And we're going to sort it ascending. But if you see here, it's sorting it by the month. Or it's sorting it by the first letter of the month. So April's clustered together, August is clustered together. So, and we don't want that. We just want it in ascending order. And the way we're going to do that is by using the order by columns functionality in Power BI. So I'm going to hit that month year column. I'm going to hit sort by column, and we're going to want to sort this by date. Okay, so I'm getting an error there. Okay, so what it's saying is that there's multiple dates for each month year, which makes sense. So what we're going to have to do is add in the start of the month to this date table. So start of month is equal to start of month date. Enter. Okay, great. So now let's go back to month year, sort by column. I'm going to click start of month. Okay, great. And so now you can see that it's ordered by an ascending order by the month year.